Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. That was a really fast intro. I was trying to avoid copyright strikes. We'll see what happens. How are you? It's Saturday night. Saturday night with Untethered Live. I'm your host, Jake Johnson, and tonight we're going to talk about tossing the salad and scrambling the eggs and being most politically fallacious. You know how it goes. Also, tonight's episode is brought to you by this here hot cup of coffee. Don't you want to have a cup of coffee with me and talk about the show? If so, go to the kitchen, pour up your nice hot cup, and kick your feet back and drink it up. Let's talk about some stuff. If you don't have a cup, though, you can get one in the description below. I recommend the first one. Has my lovely face on it. It is fantastic. Also makes a great Christmas gift, but you're a little late for that. But it holds leftist tears quite well also, so you might want to consider that for the next year coming in. Get your mug. It's sturdy. It's well handcrafted, well painted. You'll like it. Also, like, subscribe, share, support, join, and super chats are available in the chat box. Speaking of the chat box, you'll notice a new thing at the top. It's called a goal. It's there because they offered me the option, so I did it. I don't have any idea what it's for. Try it, don't care. It's there because they gave me the option. No other reason. All right, Amanda says, hi, Untethered Live family. Good to see you all. Hi, Jake. How are you tonight? Tired. I did an impromptu jam this afternoon with some guys, and now I'm here doing Politi-tics on my day off. It's lovely. Linda says, hi, Amanda and Jake. Hi, Linda. How are you, sweetie? Hope you're doing well. I hope things are moving right along. I hope that knee ain't bothering you too bad. Amanda says, Linda, you get a gold star. You're the first one in chat, so here's your gold star. And hi, Linda. Patty's here. She says, I'm here. Peace, Christmas trees, and pretty little bows. Thank you, Patty. How are you, darling? Hope you're doing well. Linda says, hi, Patty. Amanda says, hi, Patty. Patty says, hello, Linda, and hi, Amanda. Or his Amanda. It is, in fact, his Amanda. But, you know, I'm not stingy. I'll share a little. A little. That's a good cup of coffee. What it is. Hello, all. Hey, what it is. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Patty says, I'm trying to stay festive. Well, that's a wonderful thing to do, Patty. Be festive. Be happy. Be upbeat. Smile. Look into the mirror and tell yourself how wonderful you are. Know that we're thinking the same thing. Amanda says, hey, what it is? And Linda says, hi, what it is? Good to see you. Merry Christmas, everybody. Christmas is Tuesday. Can you believe it? Another year gone by. 2025 right around the corner. I ain't seen no drones. They must not be worried about North Carolina. One of the states that actually has a nuclear warhead lost somewhere around here. Back in the Vietnam days, one fell out of an airplane somewhere in this area and sunk down in the mud, and they never could find it. It's still there. Nuclear warhead just somewhere in one of these fields. No problem. Could be right next door. You never know. They never told us where exactly it was. But Seymour Air Force Base is right over there. Seymour Johnson. It's like 25 miles from here. So somewhere between here and there is a nuclear warhead. They're not looking for that one. Kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Amanda says, Wednesday is Christmas. 22, 23, 24. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday is Christmas. Unless you're one of those weird families that wait an whole day to open your presents. Walter says, good evening, everybody. Good evening. How are you, sir? Amanda says, hi. Daddy's home says what it is. Daddy's home. That's right. Walter says, hey, Jake, Amanda, Patty, Linda, and what it is. And whoever else is lurking in the chat. There's 10 of you and only 5 likes. That means 5 people didn't press the like button. Come on now. What am I working here? Amanda says 24 is Christmas Eve. The operative word in that sentence being Christmas. Jesus Christ. I got to teach y'all everything. Fab Daddy says Tuesday is Christmas Eve. Yes, Christmas Eve. So by me saying Tuesday is Christmas, can you believe it? I was not incorrect. Amanda says, hey, Fab Daddy. What's up, Fab Daddy? Good to see you. Merry Christmas. Yes, Christmas Day is Wednesday, but Christmas starts on Tuesday. Or else, why have a Christmas Eve? Do you know why we have a Christmas Eve? It's marked on the calendar, isn't it? That's because most people open their presents on Christmas Eve. Why wait another day? Dr. Seymour Butts says what it is. Dr. Seymour Butts. Does he work for Dewey, Screwham, and Howe? Linda says, knee is hurting worse with the brace on. This is the worst time of the year to have this. I can't do it all. No, but you can do a lot, and you're tough. So grit your teeth and take it. You can handle it. I have faith in you. And just think, after you get through this worst part of it, the rest is all downhill, and you'll have a brand new knee, which is a wonderful thing. Just a little further, darling. You can make it. Fab Daddy says Christmas starts after Halloween. Don't even try to convince me it doesn't. Oh, I know. The day after they start putting up stuff. It's ridiculous. Playing songs on the radio. Rudolph all over the place. Santa Claus. You're right. Day after Halloween. Amen. Don't even get to Thanksgiving. Just blow right past that. Right on into Christmas. I don't think I've seen a turkey decoration in 20 years. They go straight to Christmas. Remember when we used to do, like, the Horn of Plenty with the pumpkins and the corn and the turkeys and the pilgrim hats and all of that? Remember that? Remember drawing the thing when you were in kindergarten? Don't do that anymore. Linda says Walmart had things going up before Halloween even happened. Right on. Trying to early get that price hike. It's always funny because right at the end of the year, they'll jack the prices up 3 times and then cut them in half and then say, look at the deal you're getting. 3 times up, half back. That math don't math. Something wrong with that. But you know what? Power to them. If they can get that money, let them have it. Black Friday, kiss my butt. I buy everything used. I don't pay price for nothing. Linda says, I started shopping in July. Fab Daddy says, any resolutions? Nope. I can't think of a single thing I'd change. I like who I am. Maybe I'll make my mustache a little longer. We'll see. What about you? You got a resolution? Anything you want to fix? Walter says the big turkey lobby hasn't figured out how to get it together enough to compete. Candy companies and department stores figured it out. Right on. Big turkey. You got to watch out for those guys. Linda says, I don't do that Black Friday thing. People are crazy. Absolutely. Yes, they are. If you just wait a month, you'll get it half price. That's what I say. Same thing, half the money. Or better yet, go down to the local trade-it store or thrift store and buy it used. Get a perfectly good item for pennies on the dollar. Fab Daddy says, I'm keeping a 20-year-old resolution to never make any New Year's resolutions. Right on. Amanda says, they have Cyber Monday now. Cyber Monday, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Sound familiar? I don't know. It's got to be a racist thing somehow, right? Walter says, she used to, right? Chemtrail Warrior says, hello all. Hello, Chemtrail. Are you effervescent tonight? Are you vaporizing the trail behind you? Walter says, hi, Denise. John H. says, hello, everyone. Hello, John. Welcome to the show. Come on in, take your shoes off. We're talking Christmas. It's good. Good time of the year. Yes, the vapor is real. LOL. Right on. Yes, it is. Drones or otherwise. Amanda says, "Hi, John." Did I read that one? I feel like I read that one. Anyway, you got your sleigh bells ring-a-linging, ding-a-linging. I got my Santa hat right here. You recorded 2 chemtrails tonight? Interesting. Yeah, they're out doing their thing, man. We're all getting potassium chloride in our systems for free. It's nice. Salty. Silver iodine and aluminum dust. No, drones. You recorded 2 drones tonight. Oh, I see. I got you. Patty says, "Hi, Walter. Presents and bows." What it is says, "Come on in, baby. Take your clothes off, huh? Your coat off. Come on in, baby. Take your clothes off." I like that version better. Fab Daddy says, "Literally 1 month away from your pick taking over." You talking about Trump? Yes, 1 month away. January. That's correct. And what a job he's going to do. Hopefully. Fingers crossed he's going to make things better for everybody. And when he does, if he does, this is what I want you to do. I want you to say, "I still don't like the guy, but damn it, he's made the economy better. Damn it, it's nicer out there. Damn it, we're getting things back together. People are coming together in ways never thought possible under a Democrat." That's what I want from you, because that's what I expect to happen. Chemtrail War says, "Yep, if the cabal in New Jersey doesn't kill him." Yeah, there's that. Walter says, "Fab, it's the people's choice taking over. He may be the greatest president or the Antichrist. Time will tell." Right? I don't think he's the Antichrist. He doesn't fit all the description of the Antichrist. But that thought did cross my mind, especially when the head wound happened. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I read that somewhere. But turns out he's got to be from the East, and he's not. So there's that. Bible's back in school, too, says what it is. I doubt it. I doubt they'll go that far. That would be nice. That would be a lovely thing to happen, but I don't think it's going to go that far. I think we'd be lucky to allow kids to pray in school. That would be a lucky blow, but I don't think it's going to happen. But if you want to know why Make America Great Again means something to some people, and you ask, well, when was America ever great? Well, just go back a few years back before they took prayer out of school and look at the statistics of things that we're dealing with today, like school shootings or violence, breaking and entering, mass crime waves. Just look at the statistics back in those days, and you'll understand whether you believe in God or not, whether you agree with the idea of having God or not present in our society. It was a force multiplier for good in the world, and we need that. We need that badly. Walter says New York City is east in America. I'm just saying, you're not wrong, but the people that wrote the Bible were in way east, so it would have to be east from there, which would mean China or Asia Minor, something like that. Fab Daddy says there are schools with Bibles, at least in my area. Yeah, those are called Christian schools. Chemtrail says exactly, Walter. And Patty says they would try to teach their rapture theory, probably. Yeah, well, you can't win them all. Christ said if they're not against us, then they're for us. So even if they're not right, if they're not teaching the wrong thing, like there is no God or like evolution, then they're for us. It's not going to hurt us for them to teach that. The real people know the truth. It's me. What's up, buddy? He says, go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born 2,000 years ago. We're a little late, but keep up with the song, everybody. Hallelujah. Let us rejoice and celebrate that God is his son. God, his son, that God sent his son to save us sinners. Hallelujah. If you can tell me what hallelujah means. Do you know what the word means? You used it, so I'm assuming you do. Hi, it's me. Welcome to the show. Amanda says, hi, it's me. What it is says, peace starts with me. Actually, it starts with P, but whatever. It's me says, good evening, Amanda. Walter says, India is gaining in influence. Now, somebody comes from India gaining power. That's somebody you need to watch out for. Fab Daddy says, we have 7-day Adventists and Catholic schools, or Christian schools, as I like to call them. Yes, you do. Fab Daddy says, a Methodist and a Nazarene. You have a Nazarene? You mean a Nazarite? Because Nazarene means they're from Nazareth. I think they might have misnamed their school. Anyway, that's interesting. Walter says, Turkey is about to attack Syria. Still trying to get the caliphate thing going. What, Thanksgiving ain't enough? We got to make it a genocide? All those cranberries didn't sacrifice their lives for nothing, damn it. Turkey, calm down. Oh, you mean Hungary and Turkey and, yeah, okay. I had a different thing in my mind. Scratch what I said. Patty says, praise be to Yah, or Jah, if you're a Rastafarian. If you're Rastafari. It's me says, good evening, Jake. It's me. Pleasure. How are you? Yes, I'm all here. Chemtrail Warrior says, praise the Lord. Christine Marshall, what's up, buddy? He says, the final countdown. Nice. I like that. How are you, Christine? Good to see you. Been a while. We missed you around here. How you doing? Fab Daddy says, oh, the Mormons. So many different sects. I know, right? All trying to figure out what I've been figured out for years. The truth. Very simple. Walter says, hi, Christine. It's me says, hey, Walter. Amanda says, hi, Christine. Christine says, hi, y'all. Good to see ya. What it is says, hair of the dog, the book of the Nazareth. Right on. Bill Bennett, what's up, buddy? He says, hello, guys. Glad to be here. Well, we're glad you're here, Bill. Nice to see you. Christine says, I'm doing great. That's fantastic to hear, buddy. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a big family thing planned and that everybody's going to be there that loves you and it's going to be fantastic. Lots of food. Bill says, hi. Amanda says, hi, Bill. And Walter says, hi, Bill. That was funny what I did with the turkey thing. Did you see that? I thought it was pretty funny. Christine says, Merry Christmas to everyone also. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate it. How's the lady? I have a lady now, so you can ask me that question too. How about that? How about them apples? Oh, what a beautiful day. I went to a buddy's house today, and we had a impromptu band thing, jam session. Bunch of guys never played together, got together to play together. It was what you would expect. Calamity and chaos, but it was fun. And about 4 hours of that. Time to get home and get on to Politi-tics. Chemtrails says, speaking of bills, 140 pages is more reasonable. But did anyone read the shortened version? Nobody read it. My woman is Rosie, says Fab Daddy. Is she a whole lot of Rosie? Rosie Palm and her five sisters. Walter says, today is the winter solstice. So happy pagan holiday. Happy pagan holiday. Back at you. Or whatever they do. Christine says, she's great also with 5 boys. We're in the Christmas spirit over here. I heard an adult Christmas song today. You don't get sex from Christmas, LOL. It's funny. Oh, you don't get shit for Christmas. Oh, I got it. I like it. I'm going to have to look that up. It's me says, I used to enjoy the rock group named Nazareth in my hedonism life. Well, why can't you enjoy the rock group Nazareth now? I don't understand. Rock hasn't changed. For those about to rock, we salute you. It's all right to like rock music. I think God likes rock music. You know how I know? Because every time I've ever played rock music, I was wildly successful. Chemtrails says, happy winter solstice. Happy longest day of the year, or shortest day of the year, whichever one it is. Patty says, the literal translation of hallelujah was what you ask praise to be Yah or Yeshua. It means praise be to the highest. That's what hallelujah means. Praise to God the Most High. Basically, you're saying there is nothing greater. You are the highest. Praise you. That's what hallelujah means. Walter Davis says, Nazareth was a very good band. Yes, they were. And the word Nazareth was used in a great song by the band. Pulled in a Nazareth, was feeling about half-past dead. Good song. What it is says, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Jingle all the way. Christine says, my wife's middle name is Rose. She's my Rose. Aw. Mm-hmm. Some say love, it is a razor that cuts so deep, something or other. Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tendery. Some say love, it is a hunger far beneath the winter snow. I say love, it is something in the spring becomes a rose. Boom, 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 boom. That's a good song. You got that stuck in my head now. Thank you. Chemtrails says, my sister loved Nazareth. What is your favorite song from them? I do not know what they do. I'm sure I've heard them. I just can't call to mind a Nazareth song. Pick a Nazareth song and tell me what it is so I can answer this question. Walter says, most people would catch pneumonia or die quickly from exposure if they rode on a bobtail sled these days, especially those that have peanut allergies. Christine says, I'm going to retract the message just to screw with Jake. It's me says, I don't enjoy rock music. I was always high. I love music for the Lord. Well, I understand that, but you do understand that they make music that isn't high. And God isn't preferential. He doesn't discriminate against genre. Rock music is upbeat music. It doesn't have to be satanic. And I'd say Nazareth is a far cry from satanic music. You should listen to the band Striper. Or Creed. God gave rock and roll to the Book of Kiss. What it is. Yes, God gave rock and roll to you. Walter Davis says, Hair of the Dog. That's a Nazareth song. Interesting. Bill Bennett says, shortest day. I think we're on the uphill to spring and more daylight. Down with daylight savings time. Never made any sense anyway. You know who doesn't like daylight savings time? The people that daylight savings time was invented for, farmers. They don't like it because they know something that we can't seem to figure out. Cattle don't know how to tell time. Christine says, I seen your concert show. It was pretty good. You were jamming. Oh, You mean the 3-hour medley? Yes. Something was jamming for sure. Chemtrail War says, nice, Walter. Great song. Yes. Christine says, fire. And Dana says, wow, what a beautiful song. Greetings. Now I wish I hadn't screwed it up. I'm sorry. Hi, Dana. Welcome to the show. I wish I could remember all the words of that song. It's a great song. I love those old ballads like that. They just kill me. That if you ask me what kind of music I like stuff like that. Amanda says, hi, Dana. Patty says, yeah, is short for Yeshua. I'll let you have that. It's not correct, but I'll let you have it. Bette Midler could sing. Yes, she could. And so could, was it Conway that did that song? I think Conway did that song. Conway Twitty. I know Bette Midler did it first, but I think Conway did a cover of it, or maybe it's the other way around. I'm not exactly sure, but I distinctly remember a male voice singing that song. Yah is short for El, which is the word Yahweh is the first fruit, the best wine, and in Hebrew, Yah means the Father, which is also described as El in the Bible, E-L, or Elohim if you're wanting to be plural and weird. But yeah, Yeshua has an E in it, not an A. I hope that helps. But you can definitely call it that because Christ and God are one and the same. So you are not wrong. I'm attacking the grammar, that's all. Walter says, winter solstice is the greatest day of the year. Summer solstice is the saddest. Is it? Well, I've had a fairly average day. I wouldn't call it the greatest day of the year by no stretch of the imagination, but rock on. It's Me says, Razmanaz has heck of solo guitar. Razmanaz? I don't know who that is. Christine says, so fire. And Dana says, hi, Amanda, heart. Walter says, I bet you could, Bet could song, but when she is an asshole, always has been. But Bette Midler could sing, but she is an asshole. You are correct. Chemtrails says, Elvis, the king of rock and roll, had a Christian album. He sang, I have a blue Christmas without you. I have a blue Christmas. Didn't I say this already? Without you. Ooh. I can't remember the rest of it. I think he also said, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. No, that was somebody else. Bruce Springsteen. Jake Nazareth did Love Hurts. Love Hurts. Yes, that is a great band, and I do know that song. Thank you, Amanda. Love Hurts. That's my favorite Nazareth song. Chemtrail says, Amanda, yeah, Love Hurts. Yeah. yeah. Pff, sure. Mushugana, you should live so long. What do you know from funny, you putz? I don't know. I suddenly got Jewish. I'm sorry. Bill Bennett says, I thought it was so kids didn't get on the bus at dark. I'm not sure. No one knows what the hell daylight savings time is. No, it's not because it's not so kids can. They did that in spite of kids getting on the bus in the dark. They did it for farmers so that they'd have more hours of the day to farm. But again, cattle can't tell time. They don't care. No matter how many times you tell them, and no matter how many times you point at the little hands, they milk when they want to. That's all there is to it. So I say to hell with daylight savings time. Let's go back to having regular daylight. I love some Conway Twitty. Christine. There's a lot of ways of saying what I want to say to you. There's songs and poems and promises and dreams that might come true. But I won't talk of starlit skies or moonlight on the ground. I'll come right out and tell you I just love to lay you down. Lay you down and softly whisper pretty love words in your ear. Lay you down and tell you all the things my woman needs to hear. Let you know how much it means having you around. Darling, how I'd love to lay you down. When a whole lot of Decembers are showing in your face, your auburn hair has faded and silver takes its place, I'll be just as lovely and you'll still be around. But if I can, I know that I'd still love to lay you down. Conway Twitty, baby. The sexiest ugly man alive. Conway Twitty, when he came out, 10 million panties dropped immediately. And then they saw him. Psych! They're like, whoa, he's 5'2"? No. I'll keep these panties up here, thank you very much. But nice voice. Razmanaz song. We don't know it. Hang on, my chat jumped. Where'd it go? Razmanaz song. All the world famous rock stars partake. In that we are the world, we are the children. We are the ones that make a brighter world, so let's start giving. Isn't that? I never met any rock musician that didn't be on a substance. Well, and you still haven't. Walter says daylight savings time was so lights didn't need to be on in factories. Well, okay. I'm sure that every industry has a reason for it, but the main reason the bill passed was for farmers. Plural and weird. Yep, that's me, says chemtrail. Plural and weird, right on. Dana says, Patty Donahue, Yeshua is an Aramaic language for Jesus. Right. But it has an E, not an A. And Dana says, Syriac Aramaic. Christine says, Elion, meaning the Most High. Rock on. It's Me says, Razmanaz is a song from Nazareth Band. I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've ever heard it. I probably have heard it, but I don't recognize it. Walter says, the Ramones were great. Yes, and also the Sex Pistols weren't bad either. But the Ramones were particularly punky. I did like them. Good song, Jake. Thank you, Chemtrail. It's Me says, I used to sing lead on that, on the Conway Twitty song. It's a good song. Walter says, Jake, know the Killers song, Don't Kill Me, Santa? I don't think I've heard that. The Killers, that's like mid-'80s rock, isn't it? Like the 80s version of the White Stripes. I think I know who they are, but I don't know that song. By the way, if you guys hadn't checked out the Facebook page, how about hop over to facebook.com/UntetheredLive family, all one word, Untethered Live. It's a great place to keep up with each other outside of the show and share videos, pictures, and texts, and also keep up with everything Untethered Live Universe right there at facebook.com/UntetheredLive family. Go check it out. You won't regret it, and I thank you a bunch. Patty says the last 3 alphabet in the word hallelujah will give you the correct words for the literal meaning. You are correct. Yah. Meaning the Most High. Chemtrail says, yep, pigs don't wear watches. That's right. You can't make them tell time. They don't care. Patty says letters, not words. I got you. I understood what you meant. Christine says, archaic Sumerian. What it is says, Merry Christmas, pretty baby. Santa Claus is coming to town in a long black Cadillac. That's right. So let your hair down. Get out of that skirt. I'll leave those high heels on. I'll be in the black of my black Cadillac when Jesus finally comes to call his children home. Something like that. Linda says, great song, Jake. Thank you, Linda. Christine says, your chat's about to jump. I love it. Lay you down, lay you down. Nice. Walter says, worst pickup lines in a song ever. Have to be, and then I tell her. I can't get to it in the middle of the song. As we turn out the lights, oh my darling, you were wonderful tonight. That's got to be the worst one, because that song is not, I repeat, it is not a love song. Listen to it very carefully. That guy's playing the hell out of that woman, and she don't deserve a thing he's throwing at her. It's not a love song. So all you people that played that song at your wedding, you got duped by the slow music. It is not a lovey song. It is very lovely music, but it's to very bad words. Chemtrails says, LOL, Walter. And what it is says, I can tell you never been this far before. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, as I laid my trembling hands. That guy was, that song was creepy. Trembly hands. I do like that song, though. I used to know all those songs, but it's been like 30 years ago, and I've forgotten them all. I used to know, what was it, Danny Boy? Or Johnny Boy? Was it? I think it was Danny Boy. And, don't take it away. That one, and hello, darling. It's nice to see you. It's been a long time. Too high for me. Good songs. I love Conway Twitty's voice, and power to him. Walter Davis says, I used to have lunch at a go-go bar every day. Long story, but the guy would say a version of that, and the dancer just said no politely. Killers are a 2000s band. Got it. All right. I stand corrected. That's not who I thought it was then. Chemtrail says, I sent Walter a song today called You Kids Ain't Getting Shit for Christmas. So funny. Somebody just mentioned that earlier. Walter says, holiday in Cambodia. Nice. What's that, like wet and slimy? That's how I picture Cambodia. Christine says, Hook was a good song I listened to earlier. It's been a long time, but it hit me very hard. It's a good song. Hook? Who does Hook? Are you talking about Dr. Hook? Walter says, Chemtrail, funny song. Chemtrail says, yep. Christine says, what's that song called again? Black Cadillac? The one I just sang? That's a Shooter Jennings song called, I don't know what it's called. I think it's just a medley. I think it's just shoved into another song. But I think it's Santa Claus is Coming to Town, but a rock and roll version. Jordan Scott Mills says, hey guys, Merry Christmas. Hey Jordan, long time no see, my friend. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas. And then, I don't know what that means. Amanda says, hi Jordan, and then some kind of abbreviation. I think it's a long time no see, but C starts with an S, which is why I didn't get it. And I would have said, lick tarantulas, not carmelians, or what those lizards that turn. What are they called? Not chameleons. Lick tarantulas, not chameleons. Whipmaster Hart says, LOL, the clap cheeks of Clapton. Right on. Hi, Jordan. Good to see you. Hi, Whipmaster. Good to see you. Amanda says, hi. Walter says, no one left to run with. Freebird were horrible love songs. Yes, Freebird is not about loving you. Let's just analyze it, shall we? If I leave here tomorrow. We ain't even got into the first line and he's already trying to bail. Would you still remember me? Well, He's a sociopath. He's a little narcissistic because he cares more about what she thinks of him than what he thinks of her, and this is not a fair relationship. If I stayed here with you, girl, there's so many places I've got to see. I said that wrong, but you got it. He's got to go. He don't need you. But if I stay here with you, girl, would things still remain the same? Well, yeah, that's the idea. What do you want? You hooked up with this girl because you liked her. Do you think she's going to change? Maybe you're going to change. See, he's thinking the wrong stuff. But I'm as free as a bird now. You damn right I am. See, sociopath all the way. He don't need to be tied down to no woman. And this bird will never change. Commitment phobe, number 1. So, yeah, that's not a good song. Do Gambler. On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, met up with the gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns staring out the window at the darkness. Boredom overcame us and he began to speak. He said, son, I made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what their cards were by the way they held their eyes. And if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, boy, I'll give you some advice. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money sitting at the table. There'll be time enough to count them when the dealing's done. There you go, a little gambler for you. Can't go too far. I'm probably going to get a copyright claim anyway. John, Mr. Propagorgio, gave me a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. He says, Merry Christmas, Jake and the Untethered Live family. Merry Christmas to you too, John. I'm trying to like your thing and it won't let me. There it goes. I got it. All right. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. You got a teal $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Fab Daddy says, I played Sublime. I got love, love is what I got. Early in the morning, I'm rising to the streets. Light me up a cigarette and I strap shoes on my feet. But I gotta find a reason things went wrong. Got to find a reason why I'm wearing a polka dot thong. What? I got a Dalmatian, I can still get high. I can play this guitar like a... I said love is what I got. Remember that. I said love is what I got. I don't cry when my dog runs away. I don't get angry with the bills I got to pay. Don't get crazy when y'all smoke pot. As you don't call Jake, say what? Fucking and fighting, it's all the same. Gotta learn to play your game. I said, come here, baby. Back on up to the stage. I'll show you what love is to me. Love is what I got. Life's too short to love the one you got, or you might get run over, or you might get shot. See, I could go on about that all day long. There's some good stuff there. But can you turn it into Sugar Ray? I can. Watch this. Love is what I got. You know love is what I got. Watch this. Do you see that? All around the world, statues crumble for me. Wonder how come you love me. Everywhere I look, people stop and they say, my mother, God bless her soul. I just wanna fly, slip a curl, now put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby, now. I just wanna fly. Are you high? Put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby, now. I just want to fly. So you can go all the way through that whole genre in that song. The reason I'm pointing that out is just like with the Wednesday episode that I failed miserably at illustrating my point, is that all music is exactly the same. And if you know the trick, you can just go on with it and play it all. One day, I'm going to do an entire podcast and play the entire history of music from start to finish, from banging on logs all the way up to modern techno with one instrument and me. That'll be a very long video. Whipmaster says, Miss Amanda. Jordan Scott Mills says, yeah, it's been a while. Sad to say things with me and my fiance did not work out, and I moved to Florida now. I'm sorry, Jordan. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Get you another cane pole and go fishing, buddy. You can handle it. You're young. There's lots of fish in Florida. I caught one from Florida.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Shut up, Alexa. Walter says, hey, Jordan. Jordan says, but hey, Amanda, and hey, Walter. What it is says whiskey, a.k.a. liquid panty remover. Liquid panty remover, whiskey. I like it. Interesting. Sorry, my chat jumped again. Where did it go? There we go. Amanda says, well, dang, Jordan. I'm sorry to hear that. I just moved out of Florida. See? Chemtrails says, yep, Hook is a great song. Dead Kennedys, Holiday in Cambodia. The Dead Kennedys. Now I'm thinking of somebody else. The Dead Presidents. Is that the same band? Kennedy was a president. I'm thinking of Little Blue Dune Buggy in the sand. There's a kitty on my foot and I want to touch it. A kitty on my foot and I want to touch it. What? That's a real thing. Look it up. Elvis Christmas is what it is. Right on. I like Elvis. John says, you want funny songs? Listen to Kevin Bloody Wilson. Kevin Bloody Wilson. I'll check him out. The Blues Travelers. I don't have a harmonica. I'll play a little bit of a song that sounds like the Blues Travelers, though, but it's not. It's Bare Naked Ladies. No, it's Sister Hazel. All three the same band. I defy you to prove me wrong. Finally, I figured out. Been a long, long time. Now there's a turnabout. Maybe because I'm trying. There's been times on my roads I was confused to lead to you. Just can't turn and walk away. Same song. It's just Blues Traveler without harmonica. It's hard to say what it is I see in you. Wonder if I'll always be with you. Well, words can't say and I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. A lot of words in that song. Walter Davis says, yes, I used to sing the kids to sleep with the gambler. Aw. Mark Gibby, what's up, buddy? Merry Christmas to you all, he says. Hi, Mark. Merry Christmas to you. Long time no see. I'm getting a whole bunch of people that ain't been here in a while tonight. Chemtrail Warrior says, I bet you Jake could sing the hook perfectly if I knew it. I've never heard it, I don't think. I know who Dr. Hook is. Amanda says, hi, Mark. George Scott Mill says, yeah, you can't win them all, I guess. I'm liking it so far. I hear you, buddy. Well, Florida's a nice place to be. Stay away from the methamphetamines, and you'll be fine. Chemtrails says, suck it in, rin tin tin. And Annie Boleyn. Annie Boylan, didn't she kill her family with an axe? That's a different Boylan. Never mind. Christine Marshall says, Merry Christmas. Mr. P says, much love, God's children. Thank you, Mr. P. John, how you doing, buddy? You having a good night? It's Me says, if you tell your kids about Santa Claus and they grow up to find he's not real, then if you teach about God, they'll grow to think Jesus ain't real. The real meaning of Christmas. Amen. Well, I had a problem with that. I told my kids from the get-go that Santa Claus wasn't real, and I did that because I felt weird about starting out a brand new relationship with my children lying to them. I always thought that was strange, so I didn't do that. No Tooth Fairy, no Easter Bunny, and no Santa Claus. But we did celebrate Christmas because it's a festive thing that we do these days, but I always made sure God was part of it. Call me a bad parent. What can I say? I didn't want to lie to my kids. How are they ever going to trust me if the first thing I ever tell them is a lie? Turns out I probably should have told them about Santa Claus, but whatever. Amanda says, Jordan, where are you at in Florida? What part of Florida are you in? Whipmaster says, so you're telling me women seem to love the degenerates? Sometimes, yes. George says, I'm in Palm Beach Gardens now. Where you at? North Carolina. Was in Lakeland, Florida. But I plucked that fish. Believe that. Amanda says, hi, Mr. P. And Patty says, that's good stuff, Jake. Thank you, Patty. Appreciate it. I appreciate that you appreciate it. Dana, how you doing tonight, sweetheart? You hadn't been very talkative. We love you. Merry Christmas. Amanda says, I was in Lakeland. Better Tampa and Orlando. Walter Davis says, Linda thinks I'm an asshole for thinking The Deer Hunter is a chick flick. The guy meets a girl, does stuff, and gets the girl. Definition of a chick flick. Well, there's a little more to it than that. A little weirdness involved. Is that the one with all the ticks? I think so. Is that the one? No, that's Antichrist. Same kind of movie, though. The Deer Hunter. Yep, that's a matter of fact, I think Antichrist was made by the same guy as Deer Hunter. I have seen The Deer Hunter, but I'm trying to place it. Walter says, hey, Mr. P. And George Scott Mill says, ooh, Do They're Hanging Me Tonight by Marty Robbins. Talk about a sad song. I don't know that one, but I know this one. Don't worry about me. It's all over town. It didn't take too long to make it somehow. You know, this is the first song that ever used distortion. Don't worry about me. Anyway, people try to claim that it was other songs, but it was not. That is the first song to ever use distortion. Suck it, Jimi Hendrix. And Dana hits me with a $50 super chat. Thank you, Dana. God bless you, sweetheart. I appreciate you, and Merry Christmas. Artie Robbins. I used to sing like that back in the day before my voice went away. I used to could hit those notes and sing with that kind of bravado. I can't do it so much anymore, but I apologize for that. Amanda says, thanks, Mr. P, for that $5 super chat, and Merry Christmas to you too. Jordan says, I'm still learning where everything is, but I'm liking it so far. Florida's a nice place. Flat, but nice. Wet, but nice. A lot of alligators. A lot of methamphetamines. Stay away from both of those. Walter says, hey, Whipmaster Hart. Chemtrails says, thanks, Jake. Every year I was supposed to sing that song to my family for Christmas. Thanks. Seriously, thanks. My pleasure. You're welcome. Which song? Christine says, awesome. We love it. Mr. P says, more to come soon, brother. Thank you very much. Jordan says, hey, John, good to see you. Amanda says, well, enjoy the 100 to 110 degree summers. LOL, Jordan. Yeah, it gets kind of hot in Florida. Mr. P says, hey, Jordan, how's it hanging? Short, shriveled, and to the left, I would imagine. Patty says, bleh, peace. Whipmaster Hart says, Mr. Jake, you wild as all get out. Thank you. Thank you very much. I try. I do try. Christine Marshall says, Dap. I think that's what that means. Or maybe it's a Pac-Man ghost flipping me off. I don't know which it is. Could be. Could be that. It's a minion coming from my guitar. I don't know. Amanda says, yes, Whip, he definitely can be wild. Yeah, I stay tame on the podcast. You ought to see me in real life. Patty says, it ain't bragging if you can back it up, Jake. That's right. I had a boss tell me that one time, and I've never forgotten it. It's not bragging if you're right. Because I asked him, I said, you brag all the time. He said, it ain't bragging if you're right, buddy. And he's right. It ain't bragging if you're right. What are we talking about? Mr. P says, something red. It looks like a big red spot. I don't know what that means. Jordan says, Amanda, yep. We'll see, LOL. I might head somewhere when that happens. And I'm all right. John, you just been settling in since the move. Slid right into Sugar Ray, says Chemtrails. That's right. And I could keep going if I wanted to. I could go from, watch this. You want to talk about genre jumping? Let me try that again. I just want to fly. So you know what song we're doing. Put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby. Now watch this. Love is a burning thing. It makes a fiery ring. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the flame went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames got higher. It burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Everywhere I look, people stop and they say, my mother, God bless her soul. See, it's the same song. You think I'm joking? I'm going to illustrate the point to you right now. Two songs came out at the exact same time in the 70s. George Jones, Sammy Smith. George Jones with He Stopped Loving Her Today, and Sammy Smith with Help Me Make It Through the Night. Now, if you think I'm wrong, explain this to me. He said, I love you till I die. She told him you'll forget in time. As the years go slowly by, she still preyed upon his mind. Watch. Same music. Take the ribbon from your hair. Shake it loose and let it fall. Lay it soft against my skin, like a shadow on the wall. Now you're saying to yourself, well, Jake, you can do that with any song. It don't work the other way, though, right? Take the ribbon from your hair, shake it loose and let it fall. Lay it soft against my skin, like a shadow on the wall. Kept love letters by the bed, dated 1962. He had underlined in red every single I love you, right? And now you're thinking, well, okay, all right, so the choruses line up, but what about the verses? They're completely different animals. The verses line up, the choruses don't, right? I don't care what's right or wrong. I don't try to understand. Let the devil have tomorrow, 'cause tonight I need a friend. He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today, right? What about the other way around? He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. Sammy Smith. I don't care what's right or wrong. I don't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow, 'cause tonight I need a friend. It's the same song. Now, maybe that only happened once. Maybe I'm hallucinating. But no. Have you ever been riding down the road and a song came on the radio and you recognize it, and you're halfway through the song before you realize you've never heard this song before, but you recognized it? It's something about it. You've heard that before, but it's a different song. It's because you've heard it before. It's all the same stuff. There's only 7 ideas in the whole world. And out of those 7 ideas, all of the songs have been made. All of them. Every song that has ever been recorded came from 7 chords. And their minors and their thirds and their ninths and their fifths and all of the little things that go along with them. But 7. That's it. Think about that. And once you figure that out, you're good. You can play everything. Mr. P says, I didn't know Jake knows my generation music, even though I hated that song. Hey, I know music back to the 40s. Actually, back to the 30s. I know Happy Birthday, so I can go back to the 1800s. How about that? Whipmaster says, shaking my head. I never heard someone cover that before, but now you have. Hang on, my chat jumped. It does that when I pause, and I don't know where I was at. I'm getting there. Here we go. Whipmaster says, shaking my head. I never heard someone cover that before. You the bee's knees, Bubba. Thank you very much. Patty says, Elizabeth is your breed and is your bread and butter song, Jake. Are you trying to say I don't sound good on anything but Elizabeth? I appreciate it. I'll play it for you. Mr. P says, Jordan, I'll tell you 2 things I know of Florida, says Mr. P. 1, you can go to the Lake Kissimmee and catch a fish on the first cast. And 2, it's damn hot. Both of those things are true. Chemtrail says, there may be a lot of fish in the sea, but beware, some are very stinky. True. Never trust a woman with a dagger as a tattoo, and never, ever, ever trust a woman that don't smell like she's supposed to smell. Because she's hiding something. If it smells like roses, there's something wrong. I'm just telling you. It ain't supposed to smell like roses. I'll leave the other part out. You can figure it out. Amanda says, I agree, Patty. And you're correct, Mr. P. Linda says, you got that right, Chemtrail. Christine says, 4 non-blondes. And I said, yeah, 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 yeah. What's going on? I don't know the words, but yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good song. I did a version of that with a band I played with that had a chick singer. When we did it at this speed. You know, the version that they do is fast. My version was slower, and it really brought out the melodic qualities of that song. It's a very good song. Mr. P says they tend to stink the longer you keep them in the bucket. Jordan says, well, I don't fish too much, but that sounds like my kind of fishing. And I've lived in plenty of hot places before, LOL. So we'll see. Right on, Mr. P. It's me says a pastor I know asked me to share my testimony at his church. And I said, definitely. Please do. That's what you're supposed to do, is share your testimony. That testimony, by the way, is not always perfect. It is not always good, but it's always the truth. And when you share it, people learn from it. That's the reason for sharing a testimony. Because when you talk, other people listen. And if you say something of importance, they will hear it. So please do share your testimony. I share mine 5 nights a week. And I made you this promise years and years and years ago, 9 to be exact. I've been doing this for 9 years, 5 nights a week. You do the math. That's a lot of nights a week. I made you this promise, and I said that I will always be authentic. Do you remember me saying this? I am real. I'm the real thing, baby. I ain't no phony dude. I ain't like Rob Zombie. I ain't like Slim Shady. I'm the real thing, baby. And the way I do it is every song that comes out of my mouth is something that I've lived. Everything that I talk about is something that I understand on some level. I don't talk about things I don't know about. I try to avoid those subjects at all costs. So, it might be awesome. It might suck. But it will always be real. And that's a fact, Jack. And that I've shown you that. I've never hidden anything from you. I've never kept you in the dark about anything. If you've ever asked me a question, I've answered it. So I hope that that helps, and I hope that that's cause for everybody to live a little bit more that way. I think the world would be a better place if we all did. I don't carry nothing close to the vest. It's all out here on my sleeve for everybody to see, good and bad. Walter says, at work, we go to a new guy that fishes in the Atlantic canyons. As soon as I get the boat working, we are heading out. That sounds like fun. Terrifying, but fun. Mr. P says, nice, Walter. I miss my boat. Chemtrail says, Anne Boleyn was King Henry VIII's wife, who he beheaded. Got it. She was probably a yapper. In his defense, I don't know. It's me says, yep, can't lie to your kids, right? I never did. I hope one day when they grow up, they'll realize that and go, oh, we did the wrong thing, but we'll see. Mr. P says, Jordan, watch out for the ladies down there. Pretty nutty. Some of them can be, yep. Chemtrail says, St. Nicholas left ass bones in Chicago. St. Nicholas's left ass bone is in Chicago. Really? How do you know that, pray tell? Jordan says, I must be a squirrel, Mr. P, because that's my expertise, apparently. Nutty ladies? Got it. That's a good joke. Deep cut there. It's Me says, where is Rachel? I don't know. She ain't shown up today for some reason. She might be lurking in the background, though. There's 17 people watching me blow V8 and wax rhapsodic. Chemtrails says, Linda, Walter is an asshole, but not because of a movie. Just kidding. Don't be calling my Walter an asshole. Walter's a lovely man, and I like him very much. He's not an asshole. He's a whole ass. Get it right, lady. Dana hits me with a $50 super chat. God bless you, honey. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Linda says, you're right, Chemtrail. Mr. P says, I've been sitting in as well, Jordan. I deep fried my left hand last month, and it was tasty. Kind of like chicken, but it was tasty. Now it tastes like fish. You do the math. Amanda says, you're awesome, Dana. Thank you so much, heart. Yes, thank you. And thank you, Dana. You're an angel, says Mr. P. She is an angel. I actually wonder. Dana, do you have a belly button by chance? Christine Marshall says, Dana, I always like you because you're so smart and you got a big heart and you really are awesome. Thank you, Christine. She is that. Walter says, the one where a bunch of guys from Altoona Steel Mill ship cut to Vietnam, the Deer Hunter. I remember the Deer Hunter. Starts at a wedding and leads to a guy meets a girl. I remember that. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff. That's the one where they were playing Russian roulette in whatever it was, Guam or Viet Cong or whatever. They were prisoners, and they were made to play Russian roulette. I remember that movie. Linda says, wonderful, Dana Hart. Yes, thank you very much. Jordan says, been battered or tempura? Beer battered or tempura? LOL, just kidding. I hope you're all right, though. And that sounds like it could be serious, Mr. P. Yeah, I don't know if he battered it or not, but he definitely deep fried it. He's been in the hospital for a while, so we're all thankful he's here with us. Chemtrail says, Gambler. Uh-huh. That's the song you were singing to your family? It's Me says, does anybody here partake in communion? Not the Eucharist, but the real, our Passover. It's Me. If you'll go back to April 14th at sundown, you'll see that I very much partake in Passover because Christ said, do this in remembrance of me, and I try to do that. Yes, we do Passover here on the podcast, but we do it not at Easter. We do it 14 days past the spring equinox at sundown, which is where it belongs. Chemtrail says, LOL, you're a nut job, Jake. I love it. Thank you very much. I try. It's a skin graft in half, Jordan, says Mr. P. Tastes like fish. Amanda says, you should live with him, Chemtrail. You think he's a nut job? This never turns off. You don't understand. I am a personality. It don't shut off, ever. Not even when I'm asleep. Try that. It's nice for an hour. It gets annoying after about 20. Mr. P says, nice lattice pattern on the graft. Nice. So you got it, it's waffled. Nice. You can tell people those are your grill marks for when you grilled your, never mind. I like it. If I had a severe burn, I would like it to have a nice lattice pattern also. Maybe some of those black lines go across it like a hot dog. I would wear only yellow shirts from then on out. Jordan says, oof, geez. Chemtrail says, I personally knew Johnny Cash. I've been on the Grand Ole Opry, and I know Johnny Cash. If he ain't country, I'll kiss your ass. I personally know David Allan Coe. How about that? Checkmate. Johnny Cash is better. Jordan says, you're basically half Impossible Burger now. Right on. Chemtrails says, Kathy is still my friend. Nice. Who's Kathy? George Scott Mills says, it's amazing what they can do now, though genuinely. Yeah, it is amazing, and it's also quite wonderful that they were able to restore most of what you had before. That's pretty nice. Mr. P says, I got lucky. One of the best burn units in the country, West Penn. My doctor is Dr. Brigg. Tell Dr. Brigg we love him and thank you from Untethered Live. John said, I had a ring of fire last night. Chili chicken. Did you drop an O-ring, John? Chemtrail says, LOL, nice, John. Mr. P says, it is him who rebuilt my forearm and hand and knuckles. Walter says, break into the man comes around. When the man comes to town. Something biblical. When the man comes to town. I used to know that song, but I can't remember any of the words now. I used to know, no. I hurt myself today. That song? I used to do that one too. That's a good song. I'm going to work that one up and do it on the podcast because it's a good song. Incredible, says Mr. P. I know the song, I just can't remember the words. I can even make it sound right. I got that Johnny Cash thing down, Pat. You know, the I can do all that stuff. Chemtrail says, I'm going to retract the message. Jordan says, I'm glad you had it all worked out for you, though. It was over Thanksgiving? Question mark. Was it over Thanksgiving? Somewhere in that area. Yeah. Chemtrail says, Amanda? Nope. I'll leave that up to you. LOL. Behind every nut job is a good woman. Behind every nut job is an unemployed squirrel. Remember that. Write that down. Christine says, that's some real music knowledge. I like that. Thank you, sir. Amanda says, that's right, Chemtrail. Thanks. Mr. P says, it was 4 days prior, I believe. It happened on the 25th, and I had to get out of the house because my damn neighbors don't answer their door most of the time. Chemtrail says, I'm still retracting messages to Screw with Jake. Bill Bennett says, who stole from who, LOL? Or are you saying the same chords for most songs? No, they were completely different chords. One was in the key of G, the other one was in the key of D. But biochemically, beat for beat, it's the same song, right? And that's one of the tricks. You see, if you go to Nashville right now, it ain't like it used to be. They used to have studios, and the studio heads would find people and then cultivate them. They'd be like a brotherhood. They would get together every day and jam and make each other better musicians. And through that came some really great writing. But nowadays, there's a place called Music Row in Nashville, and it's just a bunch of houses. Like if you drive out on the street, you'll think it's residential houses, but it's not. They're little office buildings, but they're inside of regular houses. And in each house, every room is cubicled off. So there's little cubicle areas with a table and a couple of chairs and a list on the wall. And on that list is a list of words like beer, truck, tractor, cornfield, river. Anything southern you can think of is on that list, right? Boots, country girl, anything you can think of, straw hat, it's all there. And when songwriters go in, they're encouraged to use that list for ideas for their songs, which is why you get songs like this. Got a little boom in my big truck, gonna open up the doors and fire it up. Stomp my boots in the Georgia mud, watch you make me fall in love. Get up on the hood of my daddy's tractor, up on the toolbox, it don't matter. Down on the tailgate, girl, I can't wait to watch you do your thing. How many words in that did you hear that I just said was on that list? Most of the key words are on that list. That guy just wrote the list and then added in sentences. So that's where songs come from. And if you know that intellectually, when you listen to the radio, you begin to notice it. And it's like cookie cutters. You start to see the little shapes, right? Like playing Tetris. You start to see them all blocking in together, and you're like, oh, I see what they're doing. How about this? Music is the same way. Like I told you, there's 7 ideas. One of them is this one. Right? That's a typical 12-bar blues run in the key of E. Now watch this. Out in the country past the city limit sign, there's a honky-tonk near the county line. Pretty woman walking down the street, pretty woman that kinda like to meet, pretty woman. Right? Watch this. Girl, you taught me how to hurt real bad and cry myself to sleep. Show me how this town can shatter dreams. Same lick. Same lick in the key of A. Right? Down in Louisiana where the black trees grow, there's a voodoo lady named Marie Laveau. She got a black cat tooth and a mojo bone. And if you won't leave her alone, it'll be yow. Another man done gone. See, you can go all over the genres with that lick, and you have the same. Oh, Crazy Train. Same lick. It's just half of it. The middle part's missing. See? What about this? Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world in the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. See? Same thing. It doesn't matter what genre. It doesn't matter what kind of music. It doesn't matter who's singing. It doesn't matter. It's all the same song. And once you hear it, you can't unhear it. And then you begin to recognize it every song you hear. You're like, oh, I can know a song within the first 2 notes. If I hear the first 2 notes, I can play the whole song because I know what they're doing. I recognize the pattern. That's all there is to it. So it's not a matter of stealing. It's a matter of everybody's using the same fountain. Right? Patty says, dang, Jake. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. P says, already cleared for light duty work. It's already cleared for light duty at work, I insisted. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're getting back to work. You don't want to sit still when you got an injury. Can't keep you down, says Jordan Scott Mills. You can't keep a good man down. No, you can't. Most songs are the same 3 basic chords. Just ask the Beatles, right? Yep, 3 chords and the truth. That's what I do. Mr. P says, heck no, Jordan. I got to keep on keeping on. That's right. Keep on keeping on. Boy, I'm way up in chat, ain't I? Sorry, my chat jumped again. Here we go. Chemtrail says, I hate B minor. My hands are too small. Let me teach you a way to do that better. So just play the top note and then play an A minor with these three fingers and mute bottom string, so you're only playing 4 notes right close together. And if you don't like that, you can play it up here on the 7th fret, like an E minor with these 2 fingers and the top string here. Bar chord, B minor. Right? Thrill is gone. Thrill is gone away. Thrill is gone, baby. Thrill is gone away. You know I did you wrong. You'll be sorry someday. Anyway, hope that helps. B minor, it's not that hard. Linda says, that's great, Mr. P. You are a strong man. Shows your persistence and personality with a strong work ethic. Amen. Jordan says, I know music back to the 40s. Doesn't know one of the best trail ballads of all times. Really? One night while I was out riding, graveyard shift, midnight till dawn. The moon was bright as a raging light, and a letter from an old friend back home. And he asked me, why do you ride for the money? Tell me, why do you rope for low pay? You ain't getting nowhere and you're losing your head. Oh, you must have gone crazy out there. Yo lady, ooh, ooh, I can't yodel anymore. Yo lady, ooh, ooh. Yo lady, ooh. I can't do it. It's horrible. Anyway, I used to do quite a few trail riding songs. Thank you. That one's a pretty good one. But which one are you referring to? What's the best trail ballad of all time? I gotta know. I'm an inquiring mind and I must know. Mr. P says, Linda, thank you. Just doing what I learned to do from my family. ABBA, Jake. I don't know any ABBA. You got me. You stumped me, Mr. P. Congratulations. I probably do know an ABBA song, but I can't remember them. Christine says, fire. George says, can you do Loser by Beck? I've never heard it. Jeff Green says, good evening, Jake. Jeff, nice to see you, buddy. Chemtrail says, Nights in White Satin. Nice. That's a good one. That reminds me of a different satin song. Satin sheets to lie on, satin pillows to cry on. Still, I'm not happy, don't you see? Big long Cadillacs, tailor-mades upon my back, and still I want you to set me free. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today? Take you to his mansion in the sky. Yep, I go there sometimes. Amanda says, hi, Jeff. Jeff says, good evening, folks. Walter says, hey, Jeff. Jeff says, hi, Amanda, and hi, Walter. And Jordan says, with the real Jake Johnson, please stand up. I know Slim Shady. You're not Slim Shady. With the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Please stand up. You're not Slim Shady. He's not Slim Shady. She's not Slim Shady. With the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Please stand up. Where did Santa Jake go? He was in the podcast last night. He got replaced by Freemason Guitar Jake, says Jordan Scott Mills. Right on. Bill Bennett says, I know you are. That's why this is one thing I watch also. Damn, YouTube shorts. I get stuck on, LOL. I hate social media. I know I get stuck on them too. I'll be like 2 hours scrolling and don't even realize the time has passed. I hate the shorts. They're like cocaine. Yeah, I know what you mean. But I appreciate the confidence, Bill. Chemtrails says, Ann Boylan is pronounced Boylan. That's what I said. Lynn. Mr. P says, Jordan, smiley face. Christine says, Careless Rex by Sabaton is my favorite song lately. I've never heard that. It sounds like some anti right-wing Christian caroling annex song. Probably tastes like pizza. I eat it, though. I eat it, says Mr. P, right? Oh, your arm probably tastes like chicken. I mean, it probably tastes like pizza. Probably. Mr. P says, I have family in Altoona, filthy rich. Nice. Where's Altoona at? I thought that was the name of a tuna company, like Chicken of the Sea. Passover, says Patty. Peace. You were there. Mr. P says, LOL. Jeff Green says, after 20 hours, every soul gets annoying. Especially this one. Chemtrail says, Johnny used to live next to me in Asbury Park. Nice. Amanda says, LOL, Jeff, he can get annoying in about 3 hours. He's exaggerating. Damn. Got me. And Linda says, Jake, you know David Allan Coe is one of my favorites. You know I was on the road with David Allan Coe? Would you lay with me in a field of stone if my needs were strong? Would you lay with me? Would you go away to another land? Walk 1,000 miles through the burning sand and wipe the blood away from my dying hand if I give myself to you? Would you lay with me? Lately I've been drinking too much whiskey. I've been getting drunk now every day. I can't sober up and face the heartache, knowing that I drank my wife away. Barmaid, pour me another shot of whiskey. I'll be here till I drink up all my pay. Between Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, and George Dickel, I think I just turned my wife away. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Woman done left, took all the reason I've been working for. One of these days I'm gonna blow my top, and that sucker, she's gonna pay. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here today. That's good stuff there. I've always been a nonconformist. Never toed the mark and walked the line. Just like Johnny Cash, I told them all to kiss my ass. But that was back in 1969. Hey radio, they hardly play my music. You won't see my face on MTV. I don't need some asshole telling me that I'm too country, saying I ain't worth a damned old fee. But my long hair can't cover up my redneck. Yeah, I know all that stuff. Sorta. I know the music to it anyway. I did play on the road with David Allan Coe for a little while, and also Confederate Railroad. I played with them a little bit. So if you know those guys, if you don't, I strongly recommend you check them out because they're a great band from the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And also, Linda, David Allan Coe is one of my favorite songwriters, so I appreciate the confidence. Chemtrails says, Kathy Cash, Johnny's daughter. I thought it was Roseanne. He has more than one daughter? Interesting. Christine says, I sold weed to Bubba Sparks when he was out of show with Eminem. My buddy sold them cocaine. LOL, I'm so serious. I believe you. That's the kind of thing that happens at those kind of parties. Chemtrail says, Hurt was the first song I learned on the guitar. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain. It's the only thing that's real. You don't have it. I forgot the words. Is the only thing that's real. You can have it all. How's it go? You can have it all. My empire of dirt. What have I become? In the end, it doesn't hurt. Make you hurt. That's a good song. That really is a good song. Ira Hayes is a great Cash tune. Ira Hayes, nice. Christine says, like 20 years ago, first and last time I ever seen any type of celebrity except for Daughtry when he went to a concert in a casino that I was playing. That was playing. Daughtry, it was a great show, and we met him and took a picture. It was cool. Yeah, he only did like one song, didn't he? I haven't heard a lot from Daughtry. Mandela Effect says, Chemtrail, I'll be home for Christmas. You can on me. Did you say count? Apparently that's wrong. Guess what the word is? Call? I don't know. Walter says, yep, it is, Patty. Walter says, you can jump to a Bo Diddley riff, pretty please. Can you jump to a Bo Diddley riff? I was born in the Southland some odd years ago. I left home for the first time when I was 13 years old. I'm a freeborn man. Home is on my back. I know every inch of highway, every foot of back road, every mile of railroad track. I got a girl in Cincinnati, one in San Antonio. I got a girl in Florida, and that motherfucker sitting at home. I'm a freeborn man. Hey, home is on my back. I know every inch of highway, every foot of back road, every mile of railroad track. Anyway, that's hard to do sitting up like that. Bo Diddley. I like Bo Diddley. I know the drum beat. I don't know about doing it on a guitar. Bill Bennett says, what happened to Mr. P? A body in motion stays in motion. And a body that meets a deep fryer stops for a few minutes. Walter Davis says, Aside Journeys just canceled his news. What? Aside, Johnny's just canceled his New Year's show. Announced he is retired today. Johnny who? Southside Johnny, is that what that is? I don't know who that is. Eastside Johnny still lives in Ocean Grove. Walter says chemtrail. That must be somebody I don't know about. Jeff Green says, can you play any Leonard Cohen songs? There's only one, right? I heard there was a precious chord. Said it was to please the Lord. And I ain't ready to my hallelujah. I don't know the words of the song, but it made you feel that it goes along. One day I'll sing hallelujah. 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 Anyway, I need a piano for that. Because very piano-y, not very guitar-y. But yeah, I know that one. Leonard Cohen. It's a good call. It's me says, Minnie the Moocher. How dare you, sir? What it is cool water, or happy trails. Cool water. I like water. Jordan says, okay, I forgive you. That was good, even if you can't yodel, right? Best trail song ballad ever might be Red River Valley, but I was referring to They're Hanging Me Tonight. I need to learn that. I do know a few El Paso-ish type songs from Marty Robbins, but I don't know that one, and I will look into it. Big Iron. I know that one. Mr. P says, I love Journey and the Eagles. Lots of quality bands back then. My question is, where are they today? Right here. I got a peaceful, easy feeling. Just a small town boy living in a lonely world. Take the midnight train going anywhere. Eagles, huh? Well, I can't play any Eagles because they copyright claim immediately. They're very serious about that. And they don't do the friendly copyright claim where I still get to play the video. They just take the money. They take you down. So I'm not playing any Eagles for you, but, you know, I did the other one. So there you go. But the answer to your question is right here. Why don't you come to one of my shows instead of me playing for 3 people in a bar? Why don't everybody come? Because I'm out there making music, pouring my heart out. And sometimes I have pretty good shows. But most of the time, it's 5 people in a bar. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying. The frat parties are fun. I'll give you that. I do a lot of frat parties, and they are fun because they're like concerts. I play for an hour straight through or 2 hours straight through, and there's usually somebody naked by the end of the show. So I can enjoy that. But the bar thing, not so fun. A lot of hard work, very little payback. There are no new quality bands except for Wilder Creek. We are a quality band. Go check us out. Walter Davis says, Mr. P, yeah, there are. There are unsigned bands. That's right. They don't want us. They don't want original music. They want cookie cutter music that fits the mold. People like me, they consider washed out. But here's the thing, though. People like me have lived a life. We know what to sing about. People that like music, they don't care if we can do vocal runs or gymnastics with our voice. They want something they can relate to, that they can feel. They don't want that anymore. They're pushing away from that. So you go listen to anything in the music industry today, it's all about the same thing. All music sounds exactly the same. It's homogeneous. All the music has become homogeneous. It's the same noise. But it isn't emotional. It's missing something. What is it missing? Life, experience, love, pain. It's missing those things. That's why I continuously do what I do. Chemtrails says, Bo Lynn. That's what I said, Boylan. How is that wrong? Bowlynn. Bolin. Linda says, Altoona is in Pennsylvania. Oh, I thought it was in the middle of the ocean. Okay, I understand now. Altoona is a town. Makes sense. Mr. P says, Walter, they all use those same sounds from prior bands. Yeah, they do a lot of that too. Mixing, sampling. Yeah, that happens a lot. Walter says Altoona is in the Western Steel Belt in Pennsylvania. Got it. Bill Bennett says, Dax, dear God, probably not your type of music, but pretty catchy message. Anything about the Lord is worth a listen. Try me, Lord. What have I ever done? That's the wrong key. Try me, Lord. What have I ever done to deserve even one of the kindnesses you've shown? Try me, Lord. Lord, help me, Jesus, I needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hand. And now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus, I know what I am. That's a good song there. Chemtrails says, Bill, dear God, great song by Dax. I don't know who Dax is, but I will check it out. John says, I met David Gilmour backstage at Wembley Arena. Wow. Did he say, hello? Is there anybody out there? Just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? Relax. It's just a little pinprick. It's not at all weird. I'm just coming on. Ba-da-ba-ba. Did he do that? That's a good song. I like David Gilmour. So you think you can dance? We're just two fish swimming in a fishbowl, year after year. That's a good song, too. I wish I could sing that stuff. I can't do it anymore. Walter says, YouTube search for unsigned bands. Lots of great music will come to you. Right on. Yeah, I love C-list bands, like bands that are making it but haven't really hit yet. I like those kind of things. That's where you get some of the best alternative versions of songs. I recommend that you listen to Please Come to Boston by, what is that guy's name? Jackson Browne. I think it's Jackson Browne. Please Come to Boston. Might not be Jackson Browne. Might be somebody else, but I think it's Jackson Browne. Anyway, it's not the David Allan Coe or the Dave Loggins version of the song. It is a completely new version, and it's rocked up, and it's really good. I can't remember who does it. I might be wrong about the Jackson Browne thing, but it's somebody like that. But it's a good song anyway. Good version of the song. Tom McDonald is the best unsigned artist today. He's killing it. I agree with that. I don't even like his kind of music, but I agree that he is killing it. Walter says, see if you can find the chords for this song. Which song? Patty says, good job. Chemtrails says, Johnny Cash has 4 daughters. Okay. Bill says, that's nuts. I thought Bubba had his own crop. I thought Bubba shot the jukebox and turned from Barney Rubble into Mr. Hyde. Once in a while, a man gets a vision. Once in a while, he gets a little bit more than a 5-minute spot on television, a bottle of beer, and a basketball score. That's interesting. Is that a song? What it is says, I like my women a little on the trashy side. Should have seen the looks on the faces of my dad and mom when I showed up at the door with my date for the senior prom. She said, pardon me, Jake, that ain't no kid. That's a 5th Street hooker with a Jiffy Bob wig. And I said, I know, Ma, it cost $20. That's the kind I dig. Yeah, no, I like my women just a little on the trashy side. Well, they wear their pants too tight, and man, their hair is dyed. Too much lipstick and too much rouge. Give me a wood, it makes me feel all confused. I like my women, man, a little on the trashy side. I like them sweet, I like them with a heart of gold. Yeah, I like them brassy, I like them brazen and bold. They say that opposites attract, but I don't agree. I want a woman just as tacky as me, 'cause I like my women just a little on the trashy side. Yeah, no, I like my women just a little on the trashy side. Hey, hey. There you go. A little bit of that. Or, thoughts were big and my dreams were small. So many roads, somehow I chose the wrong one. But Jesus and Mama always loved me, even when the devil took control. Jesus and Mama always loved me. This I know. Also a great song. Check out Confederate Railroad if you don't know who they are. Amanda says what it is. He does that one. I do all of them, eventually. Walter says, your chat's about to jump, and you'll be lost. Nope, not yet. Yep, here we go. Walter says, I was looking in a record shop window, looking for something to catch my eye, looking for a rock and roll version. That's when the fire woman walked on by. Nice. Bill Bennett says, that's not true. Jake is a celebrity. Because when you're a celebrity, right? I'm famous in both counties. In my mind. Bill Bennett says, I read that one. Linda says, Walter, Billy and I saw Blue Oyster Cult, and the lead singer came up to me and kissed me and gave me his pick. Nice. Christine says, nope. He has so many songs. The Home is a known one, too. It's not Over is the song you probably know, but he has some revolutionist type music, and it's pretty good, especially live. He has a decent voice. I don't know who that is. Christine says, before that, I seen Buck Cherry, but it sucked. It really did. He was not that good at all. Buck Cherry, is that the one that's, Ow, you crazy bitch, well, you're so good, I'm on top of it, not me. Doing you all night, scratches all down your back, keep me right on. That one? Is that Buck Cherry? There's a band that I called Little Aerosmith. I was doing a radio presser with a radio station here, and we had tickets, and we went backstage with, it was Stained and Hinder, a band called Hinder, and another band, but I can't remember. It was Buck Cherry. I think it was Buck Cherry. I think that's who you're talking about. Anyway, Hinder is the better band. Hinder is like, they look like Little Aerosmith, or at least they did in that era. And they got some good music. Check them out if you don't know who Hinder is. Hinder, Hinder. I don't know if they made it anywhere, though. I hadn't heard anything out of them in years, so I don't know if they made it or not. Amanda says, we were in Walmart the other day, and they were selling vinyl records again. Right on? Yes, vinyl is making a comeback. I might have to press me an album one of these days. Walter says, she walks like time. She moves like she owns the air. She clips like she making love. Thunder claps, lightning strikes, fire woman, yeah. Entity 1, hi. Welcome, Entity. Welcome back, Entity. I've seen you before. How are you? Merry Christmas. Amanda says, hi, Entity. And Linda says, Walter, that's Justin's original song. Ah, that's why I've never heard it. Got it. Christine says, fire music. Nice. Mr. P says, yeah, I laid in that bed for 8 days. And in that short time, I couldn't even stand out of the hospital bed. Amazing how fast the body falls off. Yes, it is. You got to keep moving. Chemtrails says, Southside Johnny and the Ashbury Jukes. What a name. Asbury Jukes. Nice. Mr. P says, it was a struggle. A body in motion does, in fact, stay in motion. Amen. And a body that sits still stays sitting still. Glad you recovered well, says Bill. Chemtrail says, Nick Clemens is Clarence's son. A good friend of mine. I did all his video work for 5 or 6 years ago for his upcoming album. Clarence Clemens? I don't know who Clarence Clemens is. I know who Clarence Carter is. I'll be stroking. I'll be stroking. I know who that is. Clarence Carter. That's the only reason I know who it is. What about El Paso by Rio Grande? El Paso City by Rio Grande. I know the place. I don't know the song. I know the... That's all I know of it. Dana says, today music is missing soul. Amen, sister. That is correct. It is missing dubious amounts of soul and emotion and experience and life. It just doesn't have it. I could play you a 3-chord song by a guy who could not sing, and it's better than anything on the radio today. Believe that. Chemtrail Warrior says, did you know that the North Pole is in the ocean? Yes, I did know that. Yep, look it up. It is. There's no land on the North Pole. The North Pole that we're aware of is Anchorage, Alaska. That's not the North Pole. The magnetic north is in the ocean. I forget what the name of the ocean is. Bedtime says, it's me. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, it's me. God bless you, sir. We'll see you for Bible study tomorrow night. Amanda says, good night, it's me. Merry Christmas to you. Walter Davis says, take care, it's me. Chemtrail says, good night, it's me. Mr. P says, Dax had those songs about knowing what it's like to be a man. Ah. This is a man's world. No, that's James Brown. Chemtrail says, LOL, you're saying boiling, you nut. What an accent. Yeah, I know. I got plastic teeth and marbles in my mouth. Go figure. It's amazing you can understand anything I say. And I'm from Georgia. Amanda says, he's totally southern and country, Chemtrail. LOL. True. Chemtrail says, okay. Lastly, before I go to sleep, what are the names of the 8 reindeer that pulled the sleigh of Santa? Donner, Dixon, Blixen, Prancer, Dancer, Rudolph, Comet, and Blixen. I think I said Blixen twice, but whatever. Walter says, big difference between Bob Dylan and the Old Crow Medicine Show versions of Wagon Wheel. I know, right? Headed down south through the land of the pines. I'm on the way into North Carolina, and I'm steering up the road. I pray to God I see headlights. Well, I made it up the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flower, but I'm hoping for Raleigh, see my baby tonight. Yeah, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road. Like a fox on the run, like a fox on the run. Anyway. Well, I wish I was up on a rocket top looking for a moonshine steel. Strangers came up on no rocket top, reckon that they never will. Rocket top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocket Top, Tennessee. Rocket Top, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. Cody Johnson has it big in country music, apparently. Dancer, Dasher, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid. I missed Cupid. Donner and Blixen. I got the rest of them, but I missed Cupid. Walter says, Cody is pretty good. I've never heard him. I've heard the name, but I don't know what he sings. Kimberly says, close, Amanda. And Rudolph. Don't forget Rudolph. The red-nosed reindeer. He had a very shiny nose, but all of the other reindeer laughed because it shows. Good feels stuff, says Mr. P. Excellent. Chemtrail says, your chat will jump and you'll be lost. Here we go. I got to get through this chat. It's time to go to bed. I worked up a sweat over here. And you're close, but not quite right. Walter says, Lord, Won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? I did that song years ago, too. Amanda says, who am I missing? That's all of them. Chemtrails says, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, No Dunder, and Blixen. That's Donner and Blixen. No Dunder were the original names of the deer, and good night, dear. Amanda and all, sweet dreams, dropping to 20 tonight. Stay warm, y'all. It's 20? Probably, I believe that. And good night, Chemtrail. Excellent on the reindeer. No Dunder, though. Amanda says, good night, Chemtrail. Walter says, good night, Denise. Hinder is awesome. Hinder, not He. Hinder. Linda says, good night, Chemtrail. Go on, get stoned. The sex is always better when you're mad at me. Good stuff. Anyway, Walter says, I saw vinyl in Walmart. All old 80s records. Well, that's fine. They got vinyl. So let's bring it back. Let's have some good old-fashioned stuff. Entity says, Chuck Berry, Buck Cherry. Why would they do this? I guess because it's the alternate version of old classic rock. It's like taking old classic rock and flipping it on its head, and you got new classic rock. That's kind of what they were thinking, which is why they covered things like Play That Funky Music, White Boy. Hi! Walter Davis says, Clarence Clemens was the sax player in Bruce Springsteen band. Oh, okay. Got it. So he's responsible for Pink Cadillac then. Okay. Chemtrail says, good night, Linda. Linda, are you leaving us? I think it's Chemtrail. Chemtrail saying good night to Linda. Got it. Because Linda said good night. Never mind. Chemtrail says, good night, Walter. And John says, Antarctic Ocean. Thank you. I think that's down, isn't it? I think that'd be the South Pole. Up would be Nordic. Antarctic. Nordic. I don't know. I'm a moron. Don't listen to me. Mr. P says the North Pole does in fact have land underneath it. I studied it on a school project. Probably should look again. Magnetic North is not the North Pole. Mr. P says, with my first girlfriend, in fact. LOL. Nice. Kayla Goldbaum. Skylar Rookie says, I lost my voice. Well, I did too, and mine didn't come back for 3 years. So I hope yours comes back faster. Amanda says, hi, Kayla. Walter Davis says, hi, Kayla. Mr. P says, sounds good on the surround sound. Getting late, though. Thank you, Mr. P. I got to go to bed, too. Walter Davis says, just about to suggest Rocky Top. I was already in that vein. I might as well have went there, right? It was either that or Foggy Mountain Breakdown. Come on now. Chemtrail says, OMG, Jake, you cracked me up. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. God bless you and Merry Christmas. See you tomorrow night. Walter says, good night, Denise. Chemtrail says, good night, Walter. Stay sweet. Yeah. Mr. P says, good night, all. Good night, dear Dana. Aw. Mr. P's sweet on Dana. I think Dana's sweet on Mr. P, too. Amanda says, good night, Mr. P. And Entity says, I gotta leave. Entity, thank you for being here. God bless you. Mr. P says, see you all for Bible study. 100% won't miss it through the holidays. I'll be there. If you'll be there, I'll be there. And Dana says, good night to you all and Mr. Pro. Good night. Oh, I love you guys. Walter says, good night, Mr. P. Get better. Linda says, good night, Dana, heart. Walter says, good night, Entity. And Amanda says, good night, Dana. And Dana says, heart, heart. Mr. P says, definitely sweet. And Amanda says, nighters all. See you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Untethered Live for some Bible study. And that's it. That's the bottom of the chat. I'm going to bed. God bless you all. I love you very much. From the bottom of my heart, I love you true. I do. I mean that. Now, I hope God blesses each and every one of you and your families, and I hope that you spend your days enjoying His grace and His light. And while you're out there, I hope that you'll try to be nice to somebody, because I promise it'll change your life. It will. It'll make you better. It'll make them better, and everybody will want some of what you got. When you start letting that inner light shine, everybody will notice. So you do that. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for Bible study. Now, after tomorrow, I will be here Monday night. But there will be nothing for the rest of the week because it's Christmas and I'm taking a little much-needed break. But I'll see you the next Sunday after that. All right. Good night, everybody. I love you, true. Thanks for watching.